being propagandized in one way, shape, or form. That's just a reality of the mass media production environment we live in, right? When you're dealing with the things that you're dealing with, you have to, again, I want to go back to this. You have a algorithm driven society right now. You have a news media cycle click society that is driven right now, and it's all a business model, and it's all meant to get your attention. So if the only thing that people are giving you is outrage, there's a reason they're giving you outrage. Because again, think about it from our perspective, right? What would be the benefit in the 2A community of just whining and complaining 24/7, but you don't have any Supreme Court decisions like Heller decision, like the McDonald decision, like the Bruin decision, like, I mean, like all the decisions we've seen recently. If we're not doing anything to fix the problem, what are we doing, right? And that's the same thing on the left. Are you just going to be protesting and screaming and your whole point is outrage? Well, if your whole point is outrage, cool, go over there, be outraged. We'll be over here saving the country. That's the biggest thing that I've seen. If you're just chasing outrage and all you're producing and consuming is outrage, you got to have something on the other end of that equation, because that dopamine, you will get fried and you'll just check out. To me, I don't know. That's my kind of take on that.
I would imagine that at a certain point you would just get overloaded and fried. And I think a lot of people might just like turn the news off at a certain point and realize that they're just angry all the time and they're not really accomplishing anything. I don't know, John, what do you think?
I don't know how you produce if you're outraged all the time.
Yeah.
You know, you're always looking for somebody to blame for everything that happens. Like, what kind of a life strategy is that? That's just nonsense. I mean, there's comfort in consensus. I get that. But man, some of these people are just, I have friends that in person, one guy specifically that I've worked with numerous times over the years, and he's mild-mannered and quiet and good worker and conscientious. And on social media, he's just insulting every second, mad about everything. And I'm like, dude, you're telling me on one hand how happy you are with your new girlfriend and your new house and everything's going well and your new job and you got your studio set up. And over here, wow, you're this and you're that. I'm like, what is that? I don't understand. I don't understand how it's productive.
Right, but and this you're getting into a very interesting phenomenon, and I think that if we on the, however you frame this, right, if you frame this in the finer tuned portion of the Second Amendment community, or you go broader to conservatism or republicanism or whatever you want to put the bucket in, right? You can apply this anywhere. The party and the team and the group and the special focus area that figures out how to leverage the frustration into action is the one that will win.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've been hitting really hard for 2, 3, 4 years. In the past, in the Biden administration, it was always, this is unconstitutional, this is irritating, this is angering. Now, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
And if you don't add that last step of what we're going to do about it, what are we doing? What's happening? What are we accomplishing? How are we solving this problem? Because the one thing that I'm never going to do, and this is a thing I've really spent a lot of time thinking about this. I'm not going to sit there and say, here's what you're going to see to be angry about today, and make sure you tune in tomorrow to see what you're going to be angry about tomorrow. That's not productive. It doesn't solve a problem, and it puts you in a doom loop. It's like, look at all the things that we have accomplished. Let's go zoom back into the Second Amendment community. In the last 10 years, God, the last 5 years, the amount of Supreme Court cases that were accepted, that were taking up, the DOJ actually putting in amicus briefs, the amount of wins that we're having is a generational opportunity. Yeah. And it's like, well, yeah, but they still want to take our guns away, so I'm still pissed. Like, yeah, be pissed. What are you going to do to leverage that? Like, use it as a driving force. That's not the end destination, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right. I hear that a lot, and it tends... The people that I hear that from, it tend to be, I don't want to age anybody, but it tends to be older people, gun owners, who don't really know what to do, but they are still angry, and they enjoy being angry about all the gun restrictions.
Oh, get off my lawn, you know?
Oh, you're stepping in it. Let's go.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Braden.
Oh, no, you got this. I'm excited. I'm giddy over here. You stepped in it. I didn't. Let's go.
Because I think what happens is the way our brains work is that we get into a mode. Some people are extremely happy all the time. I mean, happy to the point where you want to slap them.
Right.
But that's
Right.
just the way they're set up, right? That's the way they've conditioned their brain. Some people are pissed off all the time, and hey, I understand gun laws are very frustrating because, as far as I'm concerned, every gun law is an infringement on the Second Amendment. But you could say to people, yeah, but did you see what happened in Brewer? Did you see what Judge Clarence Thomas said about this historical tradition? This is going to change everything. Yeah, but you know,
No, they don't want solutions. It's like the Trump accounts. Everybody's because it says Trump on them. I'm like, do you realize how much this could change the lives of like every person in the country?
Oh, the Trump,
and it's
exactly.
insanity. And they're like, well, you know, it's got to be some ulterior motive and this and that and everything else. And I'm just like, don't put the name on it. Just look at what the issue is anyway. But
well, another thing, when I talk about the older people, I don't want to bash older people because it's not at all old, but I do know that I'll speak sometimes at gun clubs and stuff like that, and we'll do whatever we're talking about, New York State gun laws and things like that. And a lot of times it tends to be the younger guys who are like, yeah, well, this is good. Let's try to change it. I wish we could do this. Okay, that's great. And they're seem to have more productive mind. But a lot of times, not every time, but sometimes the old timers are like, I don't care. I don't have time for that. I'm too old for that. I'm not going to fight for, all I need is my shotgun so I can go hunting and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that's kind of the problem because you just want to be grumpy and angry, and you don't
they're
really
living in
want
a
to
world
do
with
anything.
2 or 3 generations of people who have been told exactly the opposite of all that, so they don't see the point of fighting. But Braden, one thing you brought up made me think is that a lot of my friends on the left comment repeatedly, and what it shows me is that they think that people on the right get their marching orders from Trump every day.
So not true.
And
We actually
100%.
oppose him on a lot of stuff.
And it's not only that, but I keep explaining to them, I go, look, I have things that I care about. When I'm going to look at a candidate, I go find a candidate that reflects what my concerns are, and that's the person that I may or may not support. And even if I support them, that doesn't mean I agree with everything they say, and it doesn't mean I'm going to, not express my concerns along the way. But that's not how we work. I don't get a newsletter every morning telling me how to think.
Trump says do this. Right.
But the protesters must.
I'll tell you, you're hitting on something amazing because the idea that there's this big Donald Trump holds a meeting every single morning and tells everyone on the right what to think. And I'm like, guys, you guys on the left, you pesky lefties, you like to project a whole lot. And since we're talking about morning meetings and talking points and emails, I've noticed that all your pundits and every single politician always say the exact same 3 words and the exact same cadence at the exact same time on every single talking point issue. That is weird. You guys aren't projecting again, are you? You wouldn't do that, would you?
Yeah, that's a good
But you have a
point.
very valid point. Like it's so wild. That trope, that kind of joke, the meme that's like, oh, Democrats accused us of being all in the same hive mind. They must be a hive mind, right? It's like whatever the Democrats do, they accuse us of doing, right? It's like, wait a minute, that sounds oddly vaguely familiar.
Well, when you don't understand what projection is, you're projecting your own thoughts on other. When you don't understand the concept, it's easy to. We can watch people do it all the time, and they don't even know they're doing it.